Hey everyone, so I typically do a little series called Local Bands I Recommend, and there are some places around the country and around the world that have pretty big local music scenes, so I'm doing certain videos on bands from those particular places, and this one in particular is going to be bands from the UK, and yes, there are going to be multiple videos on bands from specific places if there are a lot of bands from said place. Basically, if you're unfamiliar with this kind of video, what I do is I talk about a specific band, I give a song recommendation by that band, I talk about what kind of music they have out, what type of genre they are, etc. And I put the link to the song recommendation in the description, so if you want to check it out, you can. So with all that being said, let's get started. So the first band I'm going to talk about is Not Today. They are a pop-punk band from Manchester. They have an EP out called Headway, and I absolutely love it. It's been a repeat pretty much since I first discovered it. I have quite a few favorite songs by this band, but the song that I recommend is This Song Sounded Better in My Head. The guitar from the beginning, I just can't get that out of my head. The next band I'm going to talk about is Fairweather. They are a pop-punk band from Southampton. They have one song out, and it's a very upbeat, fast-paced pop-punk song, and I really like how it sounds, and I'm really excited to see what material they put out in the future. The song recommendation is the one song they have out, obviously. It is called Playing with Fire. The next band I'm going to talk about is Evertim. I hope I pronounced that right. They're a pop-punk band from Brighton. They have, I believe, one EP out. And the song I recommend is off that EP, and it is called Second Bite. It's probably my favorite song off it. And I'm probably going to do a review of it at some point. Maybe. Who knows? And the next band I'm going to talk about is Crossroads. They are a pop-punk type of band from Liverpool. They have one song out. It's called Flatlined. I keep saying myself coming back to this song over and over and over, and I'm excited to see what other material they've been making and what other songs they will be putting out in the future. And I might do a review of that as well. We shall see. The next band is Catch Fire. They are a pop-punk band from Nottingham. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry. They have a couple of EPs out, and the most recent one is called A Love That I Still Miss. It's definitely one of my favorite releases of this year so far, and the song I recommend by them is actually on that EP. It is called Lucid. Also, if you want to check out my review, the link will be below. The next band I'm going to talk about is Holding Absence. They're an alternative post-hardcore kind of band. I don't really know how to define their genre. And they're from Cardiff in Wales. I don't know if I got that information right. I don't really know that much about geography in the UK. This band currently has 2 songs out, and the one I recommend is called Permanent. I absolutely love the lyrics. I love their sound. I love everything about that song, okay? And the last band I'm going to talk about is Turner. They're indie rock kind of band from Somerset. They just released a new EP not too long ago. It is self-titled, and I really like this EP, and I'm probably going to do a review of it. The song I recommend from them is called Home, and it is on that EP.